Right, so this is a tricky bit. So take your time and keep an eye on the diagram. So the wing for the angel is worked in cloth stitch and twist. We can see on the pattern diagram that this is shown in red. So the red lines mean cloth stitch and twist, the purple are cloth stitch. You can also see that there are extra dashes on some of the lines. Some are on passives and some are on workers. Those extra dashes are extra twists. So that's an extra twist on top of the twist that you are working in your cloth stitch and twist. Okay, so there's another thing you need to be aware of with this, and that's this inside edge. Normally when we're doing our edges at the moment, we've been doing them like this, where you work through the last passive pair, you twist your worker and put the pin under the worker. But on the inside edge of these wings, we're pinning under the worker and the passive pair to make an edge stitch. If you look at my lace, you will see, when I move it down a bit, somebody who didn't properly read the diagram before she worked the first wing. So as you can see on this one here, I don't have a straight edge on the inside the same as I have there. So what I'm going to do, when I finish my second wing at the bottom, I'm going to make it match my first one. But cautionary tale there is, you pay attention and read the instructions. So on to the work. Okay, cloth stitch and twist. When you come to the point in the pattern where it says cloth stitch and twist, where it goes into where you get these extra lines, that's where it goes into cloth stitch and twist. So before we start the cloth stitch and twist, I'm going to put a twist on each of the passive pairs. Then I'm going to follow my diagram here in terms of how I work each row and where I add the extra twist. So I'm going to put that where I can see it. Obviously you won't be able to. So my first row is telling me that it's cloth stitch and twist straight through. So cloth stitch and twist, cross, twist, cross, twist. Now I'm going to make sure I tension very carefully every row. You might find actually it's easier to tension after every single stitch. So here I have a bar, so I'm going to put an extra couple of twists on, pin halfway along the bar, tension up, 2 twists before I work back. Twist, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist. And my diagram tells me that this last passive needs an extra twist on it before I do cross, twist, and an extra twist on my worker. Coming back through, making sure I tension all the pairs. My diagram says this pair needs an extra twist on. Three more twists for my bar. Tension up. And you can see how the cloth stitch and twist is looking different to the just plain cloth stitch sections. Cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross, twist. And my diagram says this should have an extra twist on, and then cross, twist, extra twist on my workers before I pin, and tension. So I'm trying to keep these lines on top of the lines in the pattern. And we're still on an ordinary pin on the right hand side, not our edge stitch just yet. Again, coming back, cross twist, 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 cross twist. My diagram tells me I need an extra twist on my worker, and in this place I'm going to pin under 2 pairs to make a flat edge. And going back from here, looking at my diagram, it tells me cross stitch and twist through the first pair. Then it says an extra twist on the worker and an extra twist on this passive before I work through it. Cross stitch and twist through this pair. An extra twist on the worker and an extra 2 twists on this passive before I work it. Cross stitch and twist. Extra twist on my worker because I'm at the edge, and pin. So as I say, take your time. Compare what you're doing to your diagram for every row. You can put your working diagram on a board and pin as you go so that you don't lose your place, if that helps. So I'm coming back through, cross stitch and twist, extra twist on my worker, cross stitch and twist, again extra twist on my worker and the passive, cross stitch and twist, cross stitch and twist with the edge, extra twist on my worker and pin up under 2. Now before I go any further, you can see on the pattern, come out to the edge. The next time I come in, my line doesn't go all the way into the inside edge. It only goes through the first 2 pairs. So I need to make sure that I'm doing that. So I'm going to come back, leave my edge pair there, come back with the next pair, and I'm working cross stitch and twist through the first passive. My diagram tells me an extra twist on the worker, cross stitch and twist through the second passive, and again an extra twist on my worker, and then cross stitch and twist, an extra twist on that passive there before cross stitch and twist through, and twist, an extra twist to pin. The reason we have those extra twists is because this is a very open section of the lace and we need to keep it as wide open as we can. The twists stop it from going floppy and falling away from the shape we want. So coming back through, my diagram tells me cross stitch and twist here with an extra twist on the worker and that passive. Cross stitch and twist here with an extra twist on the worker because that's where I'm going to pin. Tension up. Turn my pillow ever so slightly because I'm coming around the corner. And then I'm coming back and my diagram tells me cross stitch and twist here, and this time it's telling me an extra 2 twists on my worker, cross stitch and twist here with an extra twist because I'm going to pin. Tension up, and my next line on the pattern tells me I'm coming through 3 passives, again not quite to the inside edge. So following my diagram, cross stitch and twist here, an extra 2 twists on this passive and 2 twists on the worker, cross stitch and twist here with an extra twist on the worker, and cross stitch and twist here, a twist on the worker because I'm going to place my pin. Turn the pillow a bit again and back out to the outside. Cross stitch and twist with an extra twist on the worker, cross stitch and twist with an extra 2 twists on the worker, cloth stitch and twist with an extra twist on the worker to pin. Tensioning up. Then my diagram says I'm coming right into the edge on the inside. So following my diagram, I'm going to do cloth stitch and twist with an extra 2 twists on my passive and 2 twists on the worker. Cloth stitch and twist with an extra twist on the worker. Cloth stitch and twist, and cloth stitch and twist on the inside edge with an extra pair on the worker, this time pinning up under 2 pairs. And that's halfway round the wing. So I shall carry on following the diagram until I get around that wing, and when I've finished the section of cloth stitch and twist, and that's when I've done this row here to the inside edge, then I just go back into cloth stitch and continue as normal. Again, this corner is the sharp corner turn that you've got the video for before, and this last piece is the ending where you sew in exactly as you did before, and then your angel will be finished.